have not been able to put into words my identity on the net. Like, you know how you gotta do like a Instagram bio and stuff like that? I have not been able to put into words because I feel like I don't want to put myself in a box. Come closer. Hi, how are you? So, girl, what we finna talk about? I don't even know. I found a new technique to curl my hair, curl my locks with no accessories. And I like this method. For one, the curl is lasting a good while. But anyways, I gotta do some work on the computer right quick. I have my iPad charging. I want to show you guys an update. First off, I have been in this phase where I'm like, who am, like, I just have not been able to put into words of, I guess, oh, my rubber band popped. Might as well take this one out because it's gonna pop next. I have not been able to put into words my identity on the net. Like, you know how you gotta do like a Instagram bio and stuff like that? I have not been able to put into words because I feel like I don't want to put myself in a box. And so I just been like pondering on some things, and then I asked chat to kind of help me out. And what am I talking about? First off, it's your girl Alicia Nikki Lee. What it do? I'm your home girl in Christ. Yes, I believe you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. I am the homegirl that is going to remind you that every single time. I'm going to be the homegirl that reminds you that it's not all about you all the time. It's about how you are the vessel, okay? And just allow yourself to be the vessel and lean not on your own understanding so that the Lord can direct your paths, okay? With that being said, for years, I have struggled with my business because when I feel like it's going in one way, or I created it to be one way, other ideas have come, and it's like I also want to touch on those things as well. And so it's just been a lot of back and forth, and I feel like this fourth quarter of the year of 2025 has just been it's been tough and it's been eye-opening. I literally cried to my husband today because I'm like, I did a job interview on Thursday. Today's Wednesday. So I had a job interview on that day. Did it over the video, over Zoom, and then I got a phone call like maybe 40 minutes later. That was the second part of the interview, and I got hired during that phone conversation. I signed my offer letter on, I think, that Friday. Went through the whole process. I sent my resume when I applied. During the interview process, I told them about the jobs that I've held, right? So yesterday I had to do the background check stuff, right? And I got a call from the recruiter today like, hey, you didn't give us your employment history. I said, yes, I know, because it said employment history within the past 7 years. And I don't have that. I have not. And the truth is, I've had employment, but I haven't. I did not make it past those training phases. It did not work out for me. And I had a lot going on. So this year I have been applying for jobs since the top of the year. We're in the month of December. I've been applying, and going on interviews since January of this year and still have not landed anything. So this is the furthest that I have made it. This was my very first job offer letter that I've received this year. So when I got a call, like, you know what I'm saying, like your employment and all of that, I'm like, I was truthful from the beginning, and y'all still send me all of this. I got a whole drug test scheduled. Like, I'm ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, the recruiter was like, can you send us an update of your resume? And I said the resume that I applied with is a recent, it is the most recent resume. It is. So I could, if you want, I could send you a copy of that, but everything that I'm gonna be sending you, everything is gonna be the same. There's nothing new is gonna be added to that because I don't have anything new to add. And so I just started, and so he was like, pretty much like, he'll give me a call back. I'm just like, as I'm crying to my husband, like, why would you take me this far? Like, in the job, in the, you know, why would you take me this far? I've been honest from the get-go, but y'all ain't do y'all job and review my resume before y'all sent me further. Like, what are we talking about here? And I was like, I wouldn't want to work for a company that only focuses on the professional side anyways. Y'all didn't, I told you I've been in school for the past 7 years. I've had 2 kids within that 7 years, so I've been taking 2 classes per semester and raising kids. And then the kids that I have, some are on the spectrum, so you can't just send them to a regular daycare center. I had my kids in daycare for 7 days. My younger 2, my little pandemic babies, they was in daycare for 7 days, and that wasn't 7 days straight. That was just 7 days in total. And they got sick really, really bad. And they just were not in a place of being able to defend themselves properly. So I had to take a step back and just continue to ask the Lord to provide. And he definitely did. But now I'm in a place where I've been, all this year, I've still been looking for a job so that I'm not taken out from my household while I'm trying to build my business. And it hurt my feelings to get this far because I'm like, I just saw a little bit of hope, you know? And so while I'm still waiting to see what these folks is gonna tell me as far as, yeah, we decided, either they're gonna decide to keep me or that I'm not a good fit because I don't have 7 years of employment history. I didn't even get asked what else, or I didn't even I didn't even get asked to go into detail because I can tell you my reason for not working. Like, I have children on the spectrum. This is the first year, well, this semester, a couple of months ago, was really the true start of my baby boy being in school full time because last school year he was only part time. So this school year is his first time being in school full time. So I've been able to, you know, be in a position to work for a job without, you know, without needing to take off and get him or whatever the case may be. And yeah, so I'm thinking I'm over here doing a good job and, you know, trying to just bring more for my family. And in that moment of me crying to my husband and, you know, him giving me words of encouragement and telling me that I already do enough and like he got this and da da da, and I'm just like, all that came to mind is, Alicia, you just really have to throw yourself into your business like all the way. And I'm just like, well, I've been struggling with that. So when am I going to see this stuff through? And I don't know, I just kept having that thought of like, you know what I'm saying? And so I may not know what the future look like, but I know what it is that I'm trying to convey here. I'm trying to give some positivity into this world when it comes to women, young girls, preteens. I've lived through these stages of life. And when it comes to the younger girls, I'm just so passionate about just giving them what I know, teaching them what I know, and encouraging them to be confident. And, confidence doesn't look like being loud and all of that. It only matters about how you feel about yourself, because as a child I struggled with that. I went to 10 different schools from kindergarten to senior year, and 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, that was the longest I had been at one school straight. So I went to a different high school freshman year, and then we moved for my 10th grade year, and I made the dance team 10th grade year, and we moved homes, and we lived out of district for that 11th grade year. But I begged my mom, like, please, like, I just made the dance team, please do not take me out the district. Like, I don't know how we did it. Maybe my dad was living in the district, and that's how I was able to stay. I don't even really know. And then senior year we moved right back in the district. So my 11th grade year, girl, don't tell nobody, but I was driving without a license, driving my mama car, dropping her off at work, and getting myself to dance practice, and then leaving school and going pick my mom up. Like, she made it work, and I'm just grateful. But when you have gone through so many schools, you are always the new girl. So it took me a long time to make friends. I was not friendly like that. I wanted friends. I wanted to talk. I wanted to do all these things, but I was just so shy. I was just stayed in my shell, stayed in my little bubble, and literally it would be by the time I made friends, it's time for the winter break. So yeah, but I just know what it feels like to. I had confidence within myself, and because I had a mother who didn't beat me down, who encouraged us, who told us to stand up for ourselves, and it just kind of took me a long time to do that. I'm still finding my voice as an adult, but I had a bad with people pleasing, and so this year has just been a super great year for me. As I've evolved, as I've been able to look back and just thank God for my growth. So the fact that I've been able to look back into younger Lee, and take what I've learned as an adult, like through all those times from being a kid to a preteen and a teenager, and peer pressure and all these things here, and you know, living through those times of watching TV and you wanting to be what you see on TV. I literally have done work this year where I've had to go within to my past self, the past versions of me, and extract the things that has helped me along the way, where I probably wasn't able to understand then, but I see how it all plays now. And the things that I've created, I've got, two books. One of them I've just published. And even though the title came to me a couple of weeks ago, it's probably been about a month now. Even though the title came to me about a month ago, all the things that are within the Pray for That Man book are things that I've learned within my marriage starting maybe 5 years ago. And so it's things that I've written down, and I'll be like, oh, I'm just have girl, just be blown away at the fact like it's like a little bit of deja vu because I've written those contents down before, but I never knew what it would be for. And so when this book title came to mind, that was my opportunity to pour it all into that book as a married woman, right? And so the children's book that I'm working on is going to be my next release. I'm looking forward to this so much because she is over 2 years old. That is a dedication to younger me, Lily. And except this character is bolder, you know. She still shows her doubts. She still shows like may feel insecure, but the fact that she does it and she takes action, and so I was able to extract that, even though it was written 2 years ago, and then last year I finalized the text, and then this year I finalized the text. I just changed one word. I just swapped one word, so I guess I finalized the text this year. But the fact that I found the strength, or was given the strength by the grace of God, by His love, His grace, His mercy, because I struggled with illustrations and how do I bring this character to be, and like knowing I don't want this book to just be it. I want her to go further because she's gonna help somebody, and that is my goal. I don't care about being the bestseller. I care about helping somebody to transform into a better version of who they are at that moment, or just giving them a little bit of something that says, hey, I'm not alone in this. I'm not alone, you know? And it's all these things that I have been writing and working on. Sometimes I get frustrated because it's like, why is it taking so long? I just want to hold these books, like the cover that so I wrote a book for the wives. I've been working on my children's books for the young girls. And earlier this year, I wrote a book for the teenage girls. I just want to say preteens. All of those, I just want to be able to shed a little light and give them a little insight. I think I already said that, but I forgot why I brought that up. But it's been things that have stood out to me in my life that I just want to be able to encourage the other girl, because I'm not considered a baddie. I express myself through my love of hair, my love of doing my nails. I've been polishing. I've been doing this stuff since I was a kid because we did not have the coins to get into a hair salon, and I only was able to go to nail shops by the time I think I got my first full set and got my eyebrows done for the first time when I turned 14. And I didn't have the monies like that, so it was like very slim, very slim chances of doing that. When I was on the dance team, I was doing my own hair. My sister was leaving for the army, and she was like, look, I'm going to show you how to sew hair this one time, and then you on your own because I'm leaving. So I had literally about a week to learn. I had that one setting to learn, and I just been able to, keep up with it. So it's just really been like, I like to say the Godfidence, because I don't have that confidence on my own unless because I just been put through situations of trying to help other people and style their hair without a license and all this stuff here. And so I don't worry about the bestseller title. I worry about those who I can help, if that makes sense. So my camera is about to die. I don't even know what this is about to be, but I'm just trying to work on content so that it reflects all of me and all that I've got to offer as an authoress. Yeah. But anyways, let me charge my camera up, girl. I like this little video. It's real quick, real short. And honey, I may not even have to do no edits. And won't. It's going up just like this. You see my case, it need to get washed, but mind your business.